Hi, my name is Kogara Surinder Reddy. I have 14 plus years corporate experience. I worked with big fours like Deloitte, Ernst Young, Atkins Global, and I have been providing trainings for corporates and students from last 5 years. I am a Microsoft certified trainer, so I am certified in MO200. So today we are going to cover Microsoft PowerPoint basics to intermediate level. So I have a small PPT which I will run through it, then we will get into the real uh, PowerPoint presentation and we will try to cover the all the options which are all available in the Microsoft PowerPoint. So what is Microsoft PowerPoint? If you wanted to say in single word, it is a presentation software. So Microsoft PowerPoint, which comes along with other Office products like Word, Excel, uh, Outlook, Teams, etc. It is one of the tool in the MS Office suite. So Microsoft has been developed to compete with other operating systems like Windows, Mac operating system, iOS, Android, and PowerPoint Online. So what is this PowerPoint Online? So PowerPoint Online, in case if you wanted to create a presentation or if you wanted to use PPT, so you should have PowerPoint being installed in your system. But without installing any tool in your system, you can use the online PowerPoint to create presentations. So whatever the features or options available in the desktop version, more or less similar options available in the PowerPoint online as well. So objective of this training, the basic to intermediate training, it aims to create, edit, presentation and insert various diagrams, charts, pictures, so that providing presentation tips to the users to learn about the how you can create Microsoft PowerPoint presentation for your need or requirement. So outcome of this training, so user should be able to understand the basic features of PowerPoint. Then you should be able to create a new presentation by your own. Then work with presentations. How can we work with multiple or different presentations, and how can we insert? How can we use multiple slides or different slides or uh, layouts for formatting or based on your requirement for preparing effective presentation. Work with various slide layouts, as I said, and working with smart art graphics. We have various graphics as well, how we can navigate or incorporate in the presentation for effective presentation. We are going to cover that. And draw and format shapes. If you wanted to insert any specified format or shapes, how you can draw or create and navigate slideshow in PowerPoint. Then how can we print your PowerPoint to PDF or physical copy or various other versions? How can you create your PowerPoint as a video? All those we are going to cover. Follow the procedure for using various forms of help and create a brilliant presentation using AI tools like ChatGPT or other designer which is built in the Microsoft Office 365 version. So history of Microsoft PowerPoint. When it comes to history, actually the PowerPoint was developed by Dennis Austin and Thomas Rutkin at Forethought. So Forethought Inc. was a company where they have developed. So it was supposed to be named as Presenter, but the name was not adapted due to trademark issues. So it was renamed as a PowerPoint in 1987, as suggested by Robert Gaskin. So in August 1987, Microsoft bought this company called Forethought for $14 million and turned into a graphics business unit, where the company continued to develop the software. The first iteration was launched together with Windows 3.0 in 1990. So that time, when it was launched in Windows 3.0, so it was the customization was very limited and it used to work, slides used to work only in one direction, that is forward direction. So we have alternatives for Microsoft PowerPoint. So these are the some of the alternatives which are available in the market to use alternatives for Microsoft PowerPoint. Then what are all the business use case? So PowerPoint has versatile range of uses. So here is a list of the different tasks you can complete with this presentation design software. So that is business presentations or pitch decks. So business presentations, we know, right? For this could be used for various all the corporates. They use for business presentations, marketing, sales, and HR plans. So if you wanted to promote some product, if you wanted to explain about one product, you can use the presentation and create a presentation. If you wanted to go for a sales demo or sales representative, they also use PowerPoint presentation. And HR plans, how they wanted to grow or whatever the policies they have, they can also put that one and present. And project briefs and timelines, yeah, if you wanted to explain any of your projects, you can create a presentation and start explaining to the stakeholders or your peer group. And induction to the new employees, so when you have new employees joining in your company, obviously will be uh, introducing about your company, what are all the departments you have and what kind of work you do, who all are your clients, and all those things you can put it in the presentation and explain to the new employees. And seminars and educational classes, if you wanted to provide any seminars, yes, you can create a PowerPoint presentation. And professional portfolio of photo or designs, this I'll explain you. And presentation of research summary, if you are doing some research, if you wanted to prepare some presentation on that summary, you can. Presentation for special occasions, so special occasions, a professional portfolio of photos or designs, right? For example, if you wanted to put some photos all together in the PowerPoint presentation, and if you wanted to design something and project it, you can use it. And presentation for special occasions, like, so that could be either personal use or professional use. If you wanted to gather some information or collect some information and create a PowerPoint presentation for like your wedding anniversary or your birthday celebrations, or in the company's annual meeting, quarterly meeting, general meeting, we have various meetings, right? For all those cases, we can prepare a PowerPoint presentation and explain it or project for the stakeholders or peer group. So these are all the main use cases for the PowerPoint presentation. Then let us move on to the parts of the PowerPoint window. So we have different parts of the PowerPoint window. So here if you see, we have ribbon buttons. We call these file, home, insert, design. These buttons we call them as a ribbon buttons. So we have here slides, right? We call this as a slide. So usually if you take a book, in a book you have a multiple pages, right? Similar way, if you take a Word document, in the Word document you can create a multiple pages, number of pages. In the Excel, you will have a multiple sheets. So similar way, we have here, we call them as a slides. So here if you see, we have 9 slides. I mean, in this window, if you see here, 2 out of 9 slides. So this area we call it as a slide area, where you can insert your text. You can also insert any graphics, all those you can do that. So this we call it as a group names. So within the ribbon button, we call them as a groups. So slides is one group, clipboard is one group, font is one group. So within the ribbon button, these we call them as a groups. And group commands, so here if you see new slide layouts, we call them as a commands. So here we have slide tab and show number of slides, status bar we have here, and show notes if you wanted to add any notes to the presentation. So if you wanted to show those notes, you can show. And show comments, view buttons, we have zoom in, zoom out, like scroll bars, horizontal, vertical, also we will have zoom in, zoom out. And control buttons we have, that is minimize, maximize, close. So let us get into the each and every ribbon button. So here are the main ribbon buttons which we have in the PowerPoint. That is home button, insert, design tab, transition, animation, slide show, review, view, recording, help, unbox it. So apart from this, for example, whenever I insert, there will be a enabled, so custom ribbon tab will be enabled for each and every the if you insert some video, you will have a video format. If you insert some image, you will have a image format. That I will show you in the upcoming slides. So this is a small presentation which I have. Now I would like to get into the PowerPoint. I will show you which are all the options available. So first let us get into the file menu. So under file we have multiple options. If you see, there is a home button, there is a new, there is a open. So we will go one by one. So in the home button we have a default blank presentation. If I click on blank presentation, my blank presentation will be opened. So shortcut key for creating a new presentation, Control plus N is the shortcut key to create a new presentation. Then if you go to the new option, it is the same blank presentation, but very few people knew that under Office there are templates, all ready-made templates are available, or standard templates are available, which you can download and start using it for your business requirements. So if you see here under Office button, there is a presentations, themes, education, chart, business. So let me select business. Under business, if I see here, so presentation title, add title, presentation title like business presentation, outdoors presentation, and geometric presentation. We have various presentations, right? So let us select anything, product summary presentation. So I'll just select it, this one. So I mean to say there are readily available templates in the Microsoft Office which you can download those templates and put your or insert your data or customize your data based on your requirement and start using. See, these are again standard templates, okay? So which you can use it for your business need. So I have created this one, I have downloaded this template. I see here we have 20 slides, right? So let me save this presentation. So I would like to save this presentation in the PowerPoint. So I'll say training. So I am saving this presentation as a training. If I see here, I have multiple slides, right? So let me go to the new option. There are other templates are available which you want, you can use it. But however, if you wanted to use this particular template repetitively, you can pin it. If you pin it, it will show top of your list. Okay, you can also create your custom templates and custom themes as well. So that I will show you in the later how we can create it. So next option is open. So if you wanted to open existing presentation from your system or your any cloud location or any website, so how we can open? If you see here, similar way we can pin it here as well. If we pin it, that will show top of your list. Okay, if you wanted to open, you can open. If there is another option called shared with me, if anyone shared any PowerPoint with you, so you can directly access all PowerPoints from here. So either it could have been received in Outlook or any other form of this one. If anything, any PPT has been shared with you, you can receive. For example, if you see here, these are the presentations I received in the Outlook. The subject name, it says Team Huddle. Subject name, it says Pro API automation is live. So I have from whom I have received also their name also it will show here. Now if I wanted to open any presentation from cloud locations like OneDrive or SharePoint, I can directly open it from here. If I wanted to open any presentation from this PC, that means from my system, if I wanted to open, I can click here and open it. And if I would like to add any location, add a place means, see here I have added two locations, that is OneDrive and SharePoint, right? Similar way, if you wanted to add any other location or any common drive or SharePoint or common share drive, so that you can add it. If you wanted to download any presentation from any website, you can browse for that website and download and open it directly from here. So next, let us move on to the info button. Under info button, we have various options. So I'll explain which are all the important options. So here, share option is there. If you wanted to share this particular presentation with people or your teammates or your group of people whom you wanted to share, you can directly select their name here and share it with them. If you wanted to copy that link, yes, you can copy that link and share instead of sending a file. That also you can do it. Next option is copy path. For example, you have saved this presentation. For example, you have prepared a presentation you wanted to show to your senior or your manager. So you can put it in the common share drive and send a path saying that this presentation has been saved in the so and so path. So how can you copy that particular path? You just click on it, that path will be copied. So similar way, if you wanted to copy local path, you can click on it, your local path will be copied. Now open file location. For example, you are working on some multiple files, you don't know where this presentation is being actually saved. If you wanted to get into that particular folder where it is been saved, you can click on open file location. So it happens, right, many times when we are working on multiple files, you don't know, you don't remember exactly where this file is being saved. That time if you click here, that will directly take you there and you can access it from there. Next option is protect presentation. So protect means control what types of changes people can make to this presentation. So protect presentation. See, whenever you place a cursor here, that particular option, what it's going to do, there is a description is been given, right? So if you see, always open read only. For example, you wanted to make this particular presentation as a read only. So read only means, let me make it read only. I will save it and let me close this presentation. Let me go back and reopen it. Training we have, right? See, whenever I open, it says read only. Read only. To prevent accidental changes, the author has set this file to open as read only. That means whenever any user opens this presentation, he cannot make any changes. Okay, if you see I'm trying to type something, it's not happening. But however, if user really would like to make changes, he can click edit anyway, then he can make changes. But that read only option will be gone. Okay, so why do we have to make as a read only? So in order to protect changes from the other user, so we'll make it as a read only. So other user, whenever he opens, it shows for him as a read only. Now how can we retrieve that read only? Just click on it once again and save it. So that read only option has been retrieved. Now next option is encrypt with password. So encrypt with password, if you see here, require a password to open this presentation. So whenever you are dealing with some confidential information, confidential data, you wanted to protect with the password. So usually you would have seen whenever you get a bank statement or credit card statement, that particular PDF would have been protected with password, right? So similar way, you can also protect with password in PowerPoint as well. So how can we do that? Go here under file option, there is a info. Under info button, there is a encrypt with password. Give password. I am giving password here as a 123 and it is asking me for confirm the password. So I have given confirmation. So I am saving it. See, if you perform any command in the MS PowerPoint, you have to save that PowerPoint to reflect those changes. So let me close it and try to reopen. Whenever I am trying to reopen, so it will ask me for password. Okay, so unless I give password, I would not be able to open that presentation and I can't see what is there inside. So then how do we remove the password? So same way, go here, protect presentation, encrypt with password. So just delete the password, give OK and save it. So your password has been removed now. Now, the another option which we have, restrict access. So restrict access means grant people access while removing their ability to edit, copy or print. So for example, when you have some people you wanted to restrict access, uh, so they cannot make any changes or they cannot print or they cannot copy this particular file or slides. Okay, so connect rights management serves to get templates. Okay, so they can't do any changes to the themes or templates which are in the you are going to protect. Now add a digital signature. So DSC, so why do we have to add digital signature? For example, your company CFO or manager would like to sign off any financials putting the digital signature in the PowerPoint, they can add a digital signature here and put their digital signature and sign off um, digitally. Then mark as final. So mark as final, it is like a similar to open read only, but once you marked as a final, then whenever user opens a presentation, it show them as it is been marked. That means no further changes required. So okay, but still they can go ahead and make changes if required. Okay, so it says let readers know that presentation is final. So once you everything is been reviewed and if everything is finalized, we will mark it as a final. So these are the some features are available under info button, protect presentation. If you wanted to see version history, you can also check here. So who created the version and when was it last saved and when was it last modified and who modified. You see here modified by Surendra Reddy. For example, if multiple people modified, it will show all the version history, who modified and when it was modified. Next, move on to the save. So save means shortcut key for saving, control plus S, and save a copy. This presentation I have it here. I would like to save as a copy. Then next, print option. So under print option, so what are all the options we have available? Anyway, this I can explain under page layout as well. Okay. Next, share. If you wanted to share this particular presentation, which I already showed you, you can select a people here and share it with them. Next, export. So if you wanted to export this presentation to PDF or XPS document, you can do that. And if you wanted to create this presentation, you can do that. And there are quality as well. You can select either Ultra HD or HD or normal HD or standard. So that is pixel and file size will be vary. Okay. If you for each slide how many seconds it should take, so you can put time here, so that will hold. After 5 seconds it will move to the next slide. You can create a video. You can even create animated gift as well, directly exporting here. Then close means presentation will be closed here. Then we have an option called account option. Under account option, you could see your profile and which version you are using, and under Microsoft Suite, which are all the tools you have access here. If you see here, I have access for Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Note 1. I have access for Publisher, I have access for MS Access, and I have access for MS Teams as well. And feedback, if you wanted to give any feedback to the Microsoft, if you like something, you can give a send a smile. If you don't like something, you can send this smile. And if you wanted to suggest to Microsoft, yes, you are always welcome, because that is how the version by version they can enhance and they can include many new features. Okay, so for example, I am preparing some presentation, I have some issues or challenges which is presentation is not helping me. So what I can do, I will raise a suggestion. So what they do, they will collect all the suggestions universally and try to incorporate those challenges in the upcoming versions. Next option is options. So options, we mostly go with the default options. So here we don't make any changes. If you wanted to make office theme, so if you want to make colorful, you can change it here, dark gray and black and white, all this you can change it. And if you wanted to have a background different color, you can change it. Okay. And proofing, so proofing autocorrect option is important. If you wanted to put your signature for your name, maybe for your company name, so you can create a shortcut. For example, I have created here SR. If I type, my name should replace with Surendra Reddy. So I will show you how that works. So I'll go here, put it here, SR. Okay, let me type it here. So if I type SR and space, that will pick up the my full name as Surendra Reddy. Okay, So that is how it works. If I type it here, Surendra Reddy. So for example, your company name is Bangalore International Airport. Okay, if I say BIA and space, so that will pick up the Bangalore International Airport. So that is how you can create a autocorrect option under proofing and save. So whenever you wanted to, you are trying to save your presentation, by default which version it has to save. Okay, the latest version of the PowerPoint is PPTX. Okay, by default we will have that version. If you wanted to change it to the different version, as a default you can change it here, and every 10 minutes it will be auto recover save. So in case if your system accidentally shut down or closes, so whenever you open the presentation, so your workings will be retrieved and saved. And if you wanted to save where you would like to save auto recovery files, you can give path, and where you wanted to save your presentation as a by default location, you can also give default location where you would like to save. For example, I am using a common drive or share drive. Okay, I would like to give that path here, so every time I no need to go or browse that particular path where I would like to save my presentation. And we have other options, languages. If you would like to add any other languages, yes, you can add any other languages here. We have many languages. Okay, so if you want, you can add it. And advanced, and how many number of undos you want, 20 commands by default we have. If you wanted to make it 30, 40, 50, you can do. Then next option is customize ribbon. So customize ribbon is very important. So where do we use customize ribbon button? For example, as I said, home, insert, design, we call them as a ribbon buttons, right? So similar way, we can also customize our own ribbon buttons. So I will show you. So here under home button we have clipboard, slides, font, paragraphs, right? We call them as a groups. For example, under home ribbon I would like to have a separate group. Okay, let me create a new group. So I will say PPT. First of all, why do we have to create a group? For example, if any commands are not available here, if you would like to add those commands to the custom group, yes, you can create it and add it custom group. Let me add this one. Let me also create a new tab. So I will say, let me put my name. Okay, rename it Surendra. Okay, so let me also create a multiple groups. So two groups I'll create. One group I will say ABC, I'll give name, and another group I'll say XYG. So you can also select any symbol if you want. You can select and add some commands here. Okay, for each group I am adding few commands to show you how that looks like. Now I'll come and give OK. If I give OK, you see here Surendra ribbon has been created, and within that we have two groups have been created. So this is how you can create your custom ribbon buttons. So why do we have to create? As I said, if you wanted to have all of the commands in single ribbon button which you wanted to use repetitively, you can create it and keep it. Now how do we remove it? You just select here and remove option. Your custom groups or ribbon buttons which you have created, those will be removed. Next option is under file option. If you go here, there is a quick access toolbar. So what is quick access toolbar? That name itself says, right, the commands which you can access very quickly. So here I have add label, and if I want I can add it. Okay, add animation, right, I can add it. So whenever I add it here, those will appear in the left top corner. So this we call it as a quick access toolbar. So all these commands will be visible in the left top corner. So now I have added animation, right, give OK. So my animation is up here. So here I mean to say these commands you can quickly accessible. These are the some options which are available under file button. Okay, so next we'll discuss in the next video home button, which are all the features and commands available under the home button.